Welcome back to The Breakdown. Abigail Franklin joins us now on her story today about a famous Oklahoman who's sending out a warning about alpha-gal syndrome coming from ticks.
Yes, her son-in-law actually got the alpha-gal syndrome after he was bit by one single tick. So now she's putting out a warning, telling everyone about the signs and symptoms that she even wasn't aware about, but she's hoping it'll help others.
Pioneer woman Ree Drummond. Let's take a look, and after we'll have questions.
Alpha-gal syndrome is basically a red meat allergy.
Food Network star and Oklahoma rancher Ree Drummond sending out a warning about alpha-gal syndrome after her son-in-law tested positive for the allergy.
The most commonly implicated tick in North America is the Lone Star tick, though there is some evidence to suggest that other tick species might be involved.
The Pioneer woman's son-in-law did find a single Lone Star tick on him after he was out at the ranch in Osage County.
The CDC estimates show that probably most of the counties in Oklahoma have some risk associated with it.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, more than 110,000 suspected cases of alpha-gal were identified between 2010 and 2022. While the actual number of cases is not known, as many as 450,000 people may be affected.
It's still somewhat of an emerging health issue, although it was first documented around 2008. There's still a lot of unknowns.
Ree Drummond writing in an article that her son-in-law was diagnosed with alpha-gal after he had horrible stomach pains hours after eating red meat multiple days in a row.
What's different about alpha-gal syndrome is that the symptoms are usually delayed from when you ate.
Symptoms are not the same for everyone. Some could be mild or as severe as anaphylaxis. While anyone can develop the allergy, some are more prone than others.
People that may be prone or more likely to get alpha-gal after tick bites are actually blood group A and O people.
That's interesting.
Very.
Wow. Okay. Well, that includes me because I'm blood type A, and
Well,
I
there
tell
you go.
everybody I'm A positive, so it's the only time that I got an A plus in my life is what I
Well-
tell people. Not really, but anyway. So about alpha-gal, let's talk about how that it gets passed along from the tick and develops into an allergy.
Yeah, so if you're like me, this is going to sound really gross and creepy crawly because I despise bugs.
Right.
But essentially, when these ticks get on you and they latch on you, obviously they do blood meals, is what the OSU extension expert was telling me. So when they latch onto you, there's an exchange between them and you of their saliva, and there's stuff that is secreted out from them that helps you, or not help, but I guess allows you to contract the allergy to the red meats in this case.
Okay. Fun fact: secreted is one of the words I hate most.
Oh,
in
no, I'm
English language.
so sorry.
So if there is a delay, we heard the woman saying there can be a delay between the time that you're bitten and where you actually develop the allergy.
Yes.
How long does it actually take? How can you find out that you actually have it? Is it a blood test?
Yeah, so that was actually one of my questions because this is such an unknown thing at this point in time that, there's been a lot of reported cases, but there's still just so much unknown with it. But once you get bitten, you can know pretty easily with some of those symptoms. They're mild all the way to severe anaphylaxis.
Yeah.
But you can go to the doctor and figure out pretty quickly through a blood test, or if you go to an allergist, they can do an alpha-gal stick poke on you, and that's how they can actually figure it out pretty quickly.
Okay. They have their own test. That's great.
Yes.
So we covered this a tiny bit last night, where I'm glad you dove more deeply into it today. But last night, after our show, I got an email from a man named Brian who said he had this since the year, I believe he said 2014, and acupuncture is what helped him. Not saying that would help everyone,
Sure.
but it did help him. He's overcome his symptoms. So the good news is it can go away. It can essentially,
Yes.
there's no cure, but eventually I believe that your body just becomes more adjusted to it, right?
Yeah, so as long as you prevent yourself from obtaining more tick bites and you can stay away from those red meats or those meats that kind of trigger it, you can actually have it go away, but it could take several years before it goes away.
Fish and poultry are safe.
Yes.
Pork and beef are not. All right.
Right.
Abigail Franklin, thanks so much.
Thanks, Heather.
Your weather discussion is next.